he did, or that he's lying, but he is acting kind of shifty, if you will, so I doubt he's telling the truth.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was going to steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Yep, might as well. Hold triangle, or if you're playing it on an Xbox, Y to make your partner drive. Well, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do.
You can drive. Do we know where we're going?
Actually, yes, we are going to the Black residence, you moron. I love how when you have them auto walk like that, they do it with an almost punishing lack of urgency. I mean, I don't think they knew what power walking was back then, but I don't think Rockstar could have not added it, and I don't think people would have been all hey over it. But I do like the way the houses looked back then. It was much more simple, much cleaner, much nicer. Not like some houses you see nowadays that are just dilapidated.
You talk to her, Phelps. I'm not good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Nothing in it.
Different times.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
And see, and that's what I mean by different times. Back in those days, you could open your door and let men come in, and there was
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln.
very little reason to be worried.
That's correct.
And nowadays,
The car has been found abandoned.
like I said, different times.
There are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window. At the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on. Kavanaugh. So who brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. Her and I should have an address.
Let's go ahead and call R&I. If I can stand in front of the phone proper. If I'm right.
Operator, message for KGPL.
R&I stood for Records and Investigation, I think.
Cole
Not
Phelps,
entirely
badge
sure.
1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks for your help.
Alrighty. That will be our next destination once we finish walking about, finding clues, and talking to Mrs. Black. Receipt.
This was only recently installed. Not 2 days ago. Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
So, a water heater, modern water heater, by itself, $82.50. It kills me. $82.50. You believe that? Just kills me. I mean, think about what a brand new, top of the line water heater costs nowadays. I mean, we're talking a few $100s, and I'm being, whoops, an idiot by not going the right way. She said the water heater was installed on the side of the house. I don't care about a basket of flowers, and I do care about walking into the side of the house. Here we go.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Yeah, I'd be calling and wanting my money back for that kind of shoddy craftsmanship for not putting it together. And a little puzzle new right there. And pick up the red pipe, which, no. There we be. And, no. Right there. Which means that little bit of straight pipe, I think we can figure out where that's supposed to go. Boom.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh.
Well,
Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
well. This is a interesting development. I know the noise, that little music you can hear in the background, or you might have been able to hear, is still playing, but that's just because the newspaper there I haven't looked at, and I'm not going to because I don't like those newspapers. I think it's a good little bit of backstory as to what else is going on, but for the purposes of this, I'm not going to worry about it. If enough people like this, then I can go back and do a video detailing each individual newspaper. So we will go and start with Miss Black.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Alright. No reason to believe she's lying, and she seems straight up. Just worried.
What makes you say that about Morgan, man?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. Very shady character. I told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Never fraternize with your employees.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there afterward.
Well, for the fact that there's a matchbook from the place sitting on your table over there.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Business, you say?
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
Okay.
So nothing out of the usual.
He came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
And I actually...
Oh, is that all? I would hope you're taking this case more seriously, Detective.
Alright, I thought I'd be able to back out because I remember there are a couple more
I
things
think you should come clean with
that
us,
I
Mr.
need to
Black.
find.
Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious.
Clues, I mean.
Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course. waiting for Adrian to come home.
Okay.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
Alright, now, like I said, it just occurred to me during that third question I forgot a few clues. And not in that bedroom. In this bedroom.
This must be Adrian's.
Glasses case.
Stencil. So the glasses are a match.
So it would seem. Well. Sad to say back then, what else is new? Sadly, that happened a lot. And it's another receipt. No. A
Ticket to Seattle.
ticket.
And a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
I'm all right now, detectives.
Still got a couple questions, my dear.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Alright, now there was a pair that had been recently fixed that we found at the crime scene, but those could have been his old ones.
Go on.
Alright.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. It looked terrible.
Fair enough.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
Alright.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Alright. Let's head to Kavanaugh's and see what sorts of information we can acquire there that is relevant to the case.
You know the way. We can drive. Fine. Where are we headed?
Kavanaugh's Bar, my friend. Let's go.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.